last weekend in London. And although the show was undoubtedly a success, for German fans, disappointment was to follow later in the week when Saturday's Frankfurt date was cancelled. It seems for the first time in her life, Madonna has had a problem with size. But this is not a sexual, rather a staging problem. 2 planes are needed for the equipment, and everything from the stage to the lights are taken on the tour. So by Thursday, it became evident that the turnaround time between the Paris and the Frankfurt show was impossible to undertake. And to pile on the misery, no other date could be found to reschedule the gig. But wherever you live, if you've not been lucky enough to see the show, here's a look at what you missed out on.
Do you know how very, very lucky you are to have this interview right now?
It's about an hour from showtime, Nikki. I mean, how nervous are you normally at this point?
I'm really, really nervous. No.
Rob, you're the costume supervisor of the show, and there are a number of costume changes in the show. So how does it work back here?
Well, for Madonna, we start off and she's wearing these shorts and she's got a bra on, and she takes them off on stage. She takes off her jacket and then she goes back and ducks under and changes into another bra, which is this one for Vogue, and we add this headdress, and together they make a pretty good combination.
Look around, everywhere you turn is heartache. It's everywhere that you go. Look around, you try everything you can to escape the pain of life that you know.
I'm cold. That was enough. This England weather, honey, my boobs are sitting up. You know, the sequins is going.
Strike a pose.
Each song is a different character, and especially for Nikki and I, when we're up front singing and everything. That's what's so much fun, is to be able to run off very quickly and put on a new costume and go out on stage and you're a whole new character, a whole new person. It's a lot of fun.
This show, I think, is more theatrical. It's the artistic director is her brother, Chris Ciccone, and I think the intention on this show was to make it really a little theater that moves around from city to city.
Everybody's got a fever. There's something you should know.
Do you think actually being her brother has made it easier for you to sort of adopt a good relationship role?
Well, when we're working, it's pretty businesslike, but we have something more than that, you know. I mean, I believe that we respect each other's abilities, so it makes it easier for us to work together.
Last night's show was a very big success with the audience. How did you feel about how it went?
Couldn't have asked for a better show. Everything that we wanted to go right as far as the audience getting the sensibility of the show and all the moves and all the energy for us as performers was just right on. It was really right on and beyond what we could have expected for the opening night, I think.
Absolutely brilliant, mind-blowing.
Can't beat her.
Can't get anything better. She's really surprised herself. Brilliant, Madonna. Love you, babe.
She's the queen. She's the queen of rock and roll, loves. You should have been that, well, tough, isn't it? Ta-ra!
Madonna, who you can expect to see on MTV News very shortly in an exclusive all-new interview, so look out for that. At her shows, Madonna sings In This Life. One of the tracks off her Erotica album is a haunting love song to an old friend of hers that died as a result of AIDS. And this week in Europe, a new study was released on European attitudes to AIDS, which found that we